Aung San Suu Kyi has broken her silence on Rohingya crisis in Myanmar. Delivering her speech, she denied allegations of Amnesty International, terming it as a mix of untruth and victim blaming. In her first public address since a bloody military crackdown on the Rohingya Muslim minority that has been branded a textbook example of ethnic cleansing by the United Nations, the Nobel laureate did not criticize the army and said she did not fear international scrutiny.
I'm aware of the fact that the world's attention is focused on the situation in Rakhine State. And, as I said at the General Assembly last year, as a responsible member of the community of nations, Myanmar does not fear international scrutiny, and we are committed to a sustainable solution that would lead to peace, stability and development for all communities within that state.
She insisted there had been no conflict since September 5th and no clearance operations against country's Muslim minority, a point disputed by those who have fled the violence.
Since the 5th of September, there have been no armed clashes and there have been no clearance operations. Nevertheless, we are concerned to hear that numbers of Muslims are fleeing across the border to Bangladesh.
Aung San Suu Kyi, who won the worldwide admiration for her long fight against military rule, claimed the majority of Rohingya villages had not been affected by violence. She refrained from criticizing the military, which has been accused of arson and indiscriminate killing, but said it had been instructed to exercise restraint and avoid collateral damage in its pursuit of insurgents.
The security forces have been instructed to adhere strictly to the code of conduct in carrying out security operations, to exercise all due restraint and to take full measures to avoid collateral damage and the harming of innocent civilians. Human rights violations and all other acts that impair stability and harmony and undermine the rule of law will be addressed in accordance with strict norms of justice.
After years of communal violence between persecuted Rohingya and Rakhine Buddhists, the latest wave of violence flared in August when security forces launched a huge counter-offensive in response to coordinated attacks by Rohingya militants. The violence has resulted in more than 421,000 people fleeing Bangladesh, according to the UN, and displaced 30,000 ethnic Rakhine Buddhists as well as Hindus. Ivan Darlington Mwebe, Global Television Network, Africa.